Fresh meat.
Lance Velchek here for Arrow in the Head's The Fucking Black Sheep, where we take a look at the opposing opinion of the genre's most divisive films. And so it's time for me to dive into the black sheep of the Child's Play series, Child's Play 3. It's worth noting that the way I use the term black sheep isn't solely on what is the worst film and me blindly defending it. To me, it's what is a divisive yet misunderstood entry, what got unfairly grouped in, and better than what most remember. Which brings me to Seed. Where Bride of Chucky leaned into the dark humor and was a tongue-in-cheek commentary, Seed of Chucky said to hell with any sort of balance and went full meta parody. This miscalculation gave us the lowest point in this series. You see, I worked at a dying independent theater during its release, and I have fond memories watching it after close with all of my friends, and booze, to laughter and applause. Is Seed a good movie? No. Is it a good Chucky movie? No. But I'll always think of a packed theater full of my rowdy friends watching this a day before everyone else. It sucks, for sure, but I can't go any further than that. The Child's Play series can be broken up into three distinct eras. The original trilogy under the name Child's Play, the comedic era with a family and battle-damaged Chucky, and the new VOD era with a redesigned doll and Charles Lee Ray's connection to our new lead, Nika. Every era has its own black sheep. One that the collective population agrees not to like. And though I can defend something from all of them, I am a lover of the 90s, and would like to discuss the first entry to stall this series. So let's get into Chucky Goes to Military School with Child's Play 3. Released a mere 9 months after Part 2, we time jump 8 years as Andy Barclay, now played by Jimmy Olsen himself, Justin Whalin. What? No Lois and Clark fans? Am I showing my age? Cheesy for sure, but TNT had two things going on for a small kid. Adventures of Superman reruns, and the fact that Tremors was played every single week for, I don't know, like my entire childhood. Get your shit together, Sci-Fi.
Fuck you!
We want you back, Val. We want you back. Barkley is all grown up.
Andy, how you've grown.
And in this new future of 1998, that happens to look a lot like 91. His mom has now been institutionalized, while the failures of the foster care system has put him into the Kent Military Academy. The one thing about Part 3 that has gotten better over the years is the school setting. As a kid, I always felt this was too confined. Part 1 took place around Chicago. The sequel is set in Pasadena, masquerading as the Chicagoland area. Yeah, this doesn't look like any burb around here. The jump from a metropolis to a centralized, almost claustrophobic school was pretty underwhelming. Now I can see it in a better light. With Curse set mostly in a house and Colt in an insane asylum, I can appreciate Kent a bit more. Pretty quickly after his arrival, the boss man Cochran tosses Chucky in a dumpster, prompting one of the best and most bizarre kills in the entire series. Let's discuss. As a kid too young to probably watch this, seeing the inside of a garbage truck kill this poor guy always stuck with me. Who would have thought that inside every garbage truck is a spinning spiked death wheel that would have been more in line with something from the Goblin King?
You remind me of the Babe.
Well, the Babe with the power, if I had to guess. But back to the task at hand. That was a childhood lie, and something that is so outlandish now that I can't help but love it. Our main human antagonist, Lieutenant Colonel Brett Shelton, is played by the scene-stealing Travis Fiennes, in a role best described as the guy you'd most likely want to punch in the fucking face.
Who said you could look at me?
Do you know who I am?
That's a compliment, as his whole purpose is to thwart Andy, and does a damn fine job at it. This was the first time we really got a human roadblock outside of Chucky himself. The foster dad didn't count. Of course, the best character who fits this description in this series is the amazing Chief Warren Kincaid, played by the threesome-loving and always great John Ritter. Since this is a strict macho environment and is dominated by rules and regulation, I enjoy how confined Andy is. Not only is he basically considered a loon,
It's time to forget these fantasies of killer dolls.
but he can't even fight for his life without causing trouble. And then we got Larry over here, spending the entire film trying to cut everyone's hair. And let's call this out. This man has a low-key fetish for this.
Yes. Oh, yes.
He is way too into this for what must be a low-level job.
You know, the Romans invented the military cut.
Why?
Keep their hair short. So the enemies couldn't grab a hold of it in battle and slit their throat.
I guess this is what kept Lucius Vorenus and Titus Polo safe. Not you.
Gaius Julius Caesar.
Shit. All of this outside stress added on to the fact that this is the third time a killer doll has showed up in his life looking for trouble. They hinted a bit of PTSD in regards to Andy, but never delved into it enough outside a surface level. Andy at this point should have been a mess. Suicidal, drug-addled. He looks way too healthy and attractive for losing everything. Me, at his exact age, with his exact problems, I'd look more like this. Taking over for Tom Holland and John Lafia, we get director Jack Bender's first theatrical release. More of a director for the small screen, Jack has done some of the best episodes from some of the best shows. He has a lot of goodwill behind him. The low-angle shot of Chucky reloading the paint guns with real bullets is perfect. Load, lock. This still creeps me out. And that close-up. Beautiful. Let's not forget that these kids had no protective gear. So regardless of Chucky's tampering, someone was losing an eye. Man, 90s military school was tough. The carnival ending set piece is great. Bright colors, cinematic lighting, and the hellscape ride that the final battle takes place in is worth the movie alone. Now let's forget that this carnival takes place in the middle of nowhere, with not a single lit road leading to it. Forget about that, it's all good. This should have been a bigger part of the movie. Chucky would have had a better time blending in and could have compromised some rides. Panic, people flying off rides, kids getting trampled. A big miss. Chucky getting half of his face swiped off is one of the best visuals in the entire series. As he falls into the fan via slow motion, shows how good Jack Bender is at his job. The one thing that surprises me is that this was where the tonal shift in Chucky happened. Yet Bride gets the credit for it. Bride of Chucky was more of a comedic movie, yes, but the Chucky we all know and love today was born in part 3. He's more self-aware, more sarcastic, and heavy with the quips.
Tampering with the mail is a federal offense.
Chucky's gonna be a bro. This means war. Nothing like a strangulation to get the circulation going.
The pairing of him and Jeremy Silver's character Tyler is damn near comical.
Who the fuck are you?
I thought you guys only said 3 sentences.
I'm new and improved.
Is Tyler supposed to be this fucking stupid? Young Andy Barclay was innocent as well, but at least he was 6 years old at the time. This is confirmed by his lack of toasting abilities and his laughable milk to cereal ratio. What a fool. Tyler is 8 years old. I'm surprised he hasn't already gotten into a strange van with the promise of candy. Wise up! Though the stories are superior in Curse and Cult, Chucky's attitude leans closer to this than to the first 2 films. And I'm okay with that. Let's just give this a bit more credit.
Presto. You're dead.
For giving Chucky the heavy, sarcastic wit we all know and love. And yes, it's not that this wasn't there before, but it's now been unleashed. The production was rushed, which led to most of Child's Play 3's problems. Mancini and Dorff both cite this as their least favorite. Interesting, Child's Play 3 is an odd spelling and pronunciation for Seed of Chucky. But I digress. Though there's a lot to like, this is clearly the worst out of the original trilogy. Tyler is a terrible character, and Silvers is an asshat in real life as well. Though I like Jimmy Olsen as Barkley, they really missed the chance to expand on his PTSD and childhood trauma. With the different directions and journeys Chucky has been on, this stands as an odd, interesting little entry. A simpler time that, accidental or not, rounded out Chucky as more of a wittier, playful killer doll. This also happens to be the last time we saw the classic Chucky look. Now, I don't hate the new look. I don't love it either. And the battle damage style was interesting. This will always be creepier to me. So when people complain or type loudly on the internet that Child's Play 3 is the worst, I think of the words from the kind and gentle soul of Chicago's own Charles Lee Ray.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey, thanks for watching our show. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our JoBlo Horror Videos channel. Tell your friends you like this sort of content. And turn on the bell, you know the one, to receive notifications for all of our latest videos. You know, we're an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.